Hello everyone. Welcome back once again to the lecture series of factorization. We were doing the sums from grade ICSE 9th, Maths, chapter factorization, and we were doing the sums from R.S. Agarwal. In the previous video, we did till question number 25 of exercise 4B. Today's video, we are going to continue from question number 26. My name is Arpita Banerjee and you are watching Arpita Classes. Let's get started. Question number 26 is x4 plus 5x square plus 9. We need to factorize it. What I'll do is I will add and subtract x square. I've added and subtracted. Why did I add it? Because this 2 is going to give me 6x square plus 9. I'll keep this minus x square aside. This 3 terms is going to give me a perfect square. Let us see. X square, the whole square is x4 and 9 means it's 3 square. In between I am going to write 2 into a. Here a is x square into b. b is 3 and you can see this is giving me 3 2s are 6x square. So it's a square plus 2ab plus b square and this x square is separate. So this is going to give me a plus b the whole square minus x square. Now I got it in the form of a square minus b square. So I am going to write a plus b into a minus b. These are the two factors. Just I am writing it in a proper manner. So it's x squared plus x I'll write first and plus 3 the constant term, x squared minus x plus 3. So these are the two factors of this particular question. Come to the next question, question number 27. What I'll do is a square plus b square minus 2ab, I'll take them together. I will group them together because I'm getting a perfect square terms over here. Then I'll take minus common and I'll put the rest of these 3 I've taken, rest of the terms inside the bracket. So it will be c square plus d square plus 2cd. Since I've taken a minus sign common, so the signs will get changed. So here you can see it is clearly a plus b the whole square and here it is, a minus b the whole square because it is a minus 2ab. So a minus b the whole square and here it is c plus d the whole square. Now I got it in the form of a square minus b square. So I'm going to write a plus b and a. Now when you write minus b, it will be minus c minus d. This sign will get changed. Since it is a minus sign over here, this sign will get changed. Okay. So these are the two factors of question number 27. Question number 28 is a square minus b square, c square minus d square minus 4abcd. Let us first multiply this. A square into c square is a square c square, a square into minus d square, a square d square, minus b square into c square, minus b square c square, minus b square minus d square is plus b square d square, minus 4abcd I am going to write as 2abcd minus 2abcd. Why did I do so? Because I'll be making two perfect squares. See, here it is AC and BD. These two I'll take together. A square C square plus B square D square minus 2ABCD. So I've taken these 3 terms together. Okay, I'll group it. I'll take a minus sign common. After that, I'm going to take A square D square. This sign will get changed and it will be B square C square. And I'm taking this also. So the sign will get changed to ABCD. Now see, I will be making two perfect square. Here, this is what? This is AC the whole square and this is what? BD the whole square. So I got my A and B, A square plus B square. So here I am going to write 2AB minus 2AB. So minus 2, A is AC and B is BD. Now if you check, we have 2ABCD, that is this. So I have written this in this form of A square plus B square minus 2AB. Same thing I am going to do here. AD square plus BC square. So I got my A and B, A square plus B square. So now I am going to write 2AB. So A is your AD and B is BC. 2ABCD. I got this, right? Now, this is giving me AC minus BD, the whole square, minus, this is giving me AD minus BC, the whole square. So now this is A square minus B square. So I'm going to write A, this is A, plus B, this is B. You can see clearly this is A and this is B. So I wrote A plus B. And now I'm going to write A. When I write minus B, the signs will get changed. So minus AD and plus BC. Just see, anything is getting cancelled? No. So these are the two factors of question number 28. Let us solve the next question, question number 29. Here also I'll group it. I'll take 4x square minus 12ax plus 9a square together, and then I'll take a minus sign. See what I've taken, this and this I've taken together. So now I'm going to take y square. Since I've taken a minus sign common, the sign changes, y square. Now this will be plus z square and this will be plus 2yz. Okay. Now see here, I'll try to make it a perfect square. So 4x square, whose square it is? 2x square. 9a square means it is 3a whole square. So I got my a and b. A square plus b square. In between there is a minus sign. So I'll write minus 2ab. So minus 2 into my a is 2x and b is 3a. So I can clearly see 3 2's are 6 2's are 12ax. So I got it. Okay. So this is a perfect square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. I hope you understood. For this kind of sums, you just have to find out your a and b. Once an a and b part will come from the square part, and this part will give you either plus 2ab or minus 2ab. Okay. So once you get your a and b, you can just write down 2ab part and just check it whether it is coming or not. If it is coming, then it is a perfect answer. Minus, here it is clearly y plus z the whole square. So here I am getting 2x minus 3a the whole square minus y plus z the whole square. So again this is the form of a square minus b square. So now I am going to write a plus b and a, your a is 2x minus 3y minus b. While writing minus b, this sign will get changed, minus y and minus z. Okay, so these are the two factors of question number 29. So, question 30 is 9a square plus 3a minus 8b minus 64b square. There are 4 terms, I'll be grouping it. So what I'll do is 9a square minus 64b square I'll take together. Why did I take these two terms together? Because these are showing me perfect square terms, okay? And plus 3a minus 8b I'll be taking together. Now this is 3a the whole square, this is 8b the whole square in another bracket plus 3a minus 8b. Now this is in the form of a square minus b square, so I'll write a plus b into a minus b and plus I have 3a minus 8b. Now you have this term and this term. From these two terms you can clearly see this is your common term. So just take it out, 3a minus 8b as common. What is remaining here? 3a plus 8b and plus here what is remaining? Nothing means quadrants. So these are the two factors of question number 30. Let's proceed to the next sum. They are saying express x square plus 8x minus 15 into x square minus 8x minus 15 as the difference of two squares. So let me write down this x square plus 8x minus 15 and x square minus 8x minus 15. So can I write it this way? X square minus 15 plus 8x. I'll explain you. And here x square minus 15 minus 8x. See what did I do? X square minus 15 is, in both the terms you have x square minus 15. So I have taken x square minus 15 as a. So a plus b here and a minus b here. So I have written a plus b into a minus b, and so now I can write a. This is my a square and this is my b square. So once it is a plus b into a minus b, I can write a square minus b square. This is what it had to be done because they have said that you express this in the terms of as the difference of two squares. So This is as the difference of two squares. Okay. 2. They said evaluate. Evaluate what? First question is 674 whole square minus 326 whole square, and second question is 18.6 square minus 1.4 the whole square. So you can see these are in the terms of a square minus b square. I am doing the first sum, 674 square minus 326 square. Consider this as your a and this as your b. So a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. So add them together, 1000 into 248. Well, once again I will just check. No, this is 348, sorry. Yes, 348. So 348 into 1000 is 348,000. Similar manner we have to do this one. For this question, I will not do the calculation. You can do the calculation. I am just writing it, a square minus b square. So it is a plus b into a minus b. So once you do the calculation, you get this answer. Number 33, that is factorize x4 plus x square y square plus y4. Yes. So see, if this is x square the whole square and this is y square the whole square, I got my a and b, a square plus b square. In between I'll write 2 into a into b. So this is coming x4, y4 is also coming, but it is 2x square y square, where it is x square plus y square only. So what I'll do is I'll subtract 1 x square y square. So now what is happening, this total part is giving me x square plus y square the whole square, a plus b the whole square, and this is your xy the whole square. So now I got it a square minus b square. So now I'll write a plus b into a minus b. So these are the two factors. Okay. So with this we have completed the second exercise of R.S. Agarwal. In my next video, I will be starting with the third exercise. So please subscribe the channel if you like what I do, and press the like button also. Subscribe so that you can get the notification once I upload any of the video. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.